Everybody, Picky Old Gamer here, doing another video from the car. I like doing these little off-the-cuff things. I'm going to start doing more streaming in the evening. I just talked with my buddy Geeks for Cash, Nick, last night, and a good point came up, and I thought I was going to talk about this. Am I getting into next gen, and what's my status right now? And right now, no. She had made a very good point. She goes, you already said you didn't really need to get into the PlayStation 5. And your PlayStation 4 doesn't get played. She had very, very, very good points. I'm not getting an Xbox. That's off the table. I've already said that. No hating on Xbox, but I'm not going there. Our house plays Switches. That's just it. We play a lot of Nintendo Switch. So I thought about this, and this is a unique little point, or at least interesting point where the gaming industry's at. If you're an Xbox fan, you really don't have to buy the new Xbox. Unless there's something absolutely cool from a third party, there's not going to be first party crap coming out like Halo Infinite or any of them that require the Series X. So you don't have to. If you're a PlayStation fan, you're frugal, you want to, keep your money, most likely nothing major, even a lot of the Call of Duties, the Battlefronts, Battlefields, or whatever coming out, there's not going to be many killer apps. There are going to be a few from Sony, I think, but you may or may not have to get into it. I mean, I got into the PS4 early, and I kind of regretted it, to the point where it didn't have a lot of good stuff out there, not to me. Knack was okay. My buddy, like I said last night, he said he had it. I got Killzone. I didn't beat it. I got very close to the end. It was a beautiful tech demo, but other than that, it was a tech demo. You had games like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which was, very nice versions of them versus the 360, PS3, and the Xbox One. We're seeing some, really good games supposedly coming out, or, showing off the power of these new consoles, Xbox Series X and everything else. They're third party, but is that going to sell a console? What about if you're like me and you play Switch? Do you need a big console? No, you don't. What if you're a PC gamer and also you play other stuff sporadically or play Switch? Most of these big games, these third parties, that the only thing the Xbox Series X is going to have is third parties, they're going to come on the PC. And the only thing special that would drive you to buy something is PS5 exclusives, and that may not even drive you to buy something right off the bat. The only thing I can see that would pull Sony out front is if they came forward with a new PlayStation VR, which I'm hoping. I thought about trying to get into it. The used PSVR is pretty cheap now, the entire package. I talked about that last night. It's just something I thought about, but if they came out and just said, PlayStation VR does 2K, 4K, here's the new one. It's very, all you have to have is, I don't know. All you have to have is the headset and something else. Some add-ons don't make it that expensive. They could pull out something that would make a lot of people jump into it. But right now, I don't see myself getting into next gen at all. I am very curious of next gen. I don't, frankly, if that Switch Pro come out, which I've talked against and I think won't come out because there's no sense in it, I would actually drop money and be 10 times more excited in a Switch Pro, because I know I'm kind of going back on what I said before, but a Switch Pro would be used in my house and a PS5 wouldn't. An Xbox Series X surely ain't coming in my house because we don't need it. We don't play the Xbox hardly ever. So I think where are you at this generation? Are you a Nintendo Switch user, and do you care about the next gen stuff? Are you an Xbox user and you're like, I can wait on the Series X for a little while? And I'm not saying I'm going to skip it completely. I'm a geek. I could eat my words and go ahead and get a PS5, and a wife goes, she just roll her eyes at me. Being an Amazon user, I can hit that pre-order button and not have to pay anything. And that's pretty much, I think, I'm going to probably not kid myself. I probably would pre-buy a PS5 and keep it there, unless they come out and just yell power, 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 and there's nothing. If I come from that final reveal of the PS5 and I feel nothing, I'm not going to hit a pre-buy. Sorry. Xbox is not going to get my money. A new Switch could get my money, and if they do up and surprise us with a super powerful Switch, I would actually buy that. So that's where I'm at right now. Next gen, I'm not going to that. I'm not going there yet. Are you? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I do appreciate everybody watching. All right, PKO Gamer.